Andrea Berta, the former Atletico Madrid, not director, football director, sporting director, is now going to be headed to Arsenal. Potentially, did I say potentially? Fabrizio Romano dropped it yesterday that he has agreed terms with Arsenal. Arsenal have agreed terms with him, and it's just going to be a formality of signing that contract. But Andrea Berta is renowned for his strategic acumen in player recruitment and squad building. His potential moves to Arsenal could significantly bolster, bolster Mikel Arteta's project by introducing several key strengths. And those 5 strengths I'm here to talk to you about it today. Make sure you give me the like, subscribe, and your 9 minutes of pure attention. Okay, let's go. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. We're getting into this one. 1. Strategic player recruitment. Talent identification. Berta excels at identifying undervalued players who fit specific tactical systems. At Atletico, he unearthed the likes of Jan Olbach, Koke, and Jose Jimenez. Aligning with Diego Simeone's defensive rigor and counter-attacking style, for Arsenal, this could translate into sourcing players who thrive in Arteta's possession-based high-pressing system. Youth development Atletico Madrid's success was unearthing gems of the likes of a Thomas Partey, a Sal, to say the least. This is big news. This is huge. But that will mirror Arsenal's recent focus on youth intakes of the likes of a Martinelli, a Saka, a Miles Lewis-Skelly, and Ethan Nwaneri, to say the least. But his ability to blend emerging styles with exceptional leaders could enhance squad depth and sustainability for Mikel Arteta in growing this team. The second talking point is financial prudence. Now, cost-effective signings. This is where he excels. Barter's track record includes sourcing value for money signings such as the likes of a Rodrigo de Paul and Antoine Griezmann's return. He sold him for 130 million to Barcelona. Don't forget that one. Bought him back in for 30 million euros. So, while maintaining financial discipline, this aligns with Arsenal's need to compete with the rivals of limitless budgets, as we know, like a Manchester City. So, Arsenal getting Roberta is going to help. But profitable sales, like Atletico's record sales of a Lucas Hernandez, again, for 80 million, Rodri for 70 million, demonstrates Barter's knack for maximizing player value. A boon for Arsenal, which has struggled to offload fringe players profitable. And we know Arsenal has always struggled. Even when Eddie was here, Arsenal struggled to release players. Now, 3, scouting, network, and market adaptability. So, global reach. Barca leverages a robust scouting network. He does. He really does. And this is going to help Arsenal because Eddie tried to do it in South America. But guess what? Particularly in South America, Luis Diaz, before his Porto move, expanding this network could help Arsenal tap into underrepresented markets. And this is where Arsenal lack. They lack that, let's say, scouting network to go and get players who's unheard of, bring me to Arsenal. Yes, you hate the word project players. I get it. But this is something that Arsenal can explore and exploit and make the most of it. Tactical flexibility. His experience building squads for Simeone's pragmatic style of football suggests he can adapt to Arteta's evolving tactics, targeting versatile players capable of multifunctional roles. Now, we know Mikel Arteta likes players who literally has to be a 2-in-1 sort of player. So this is going to help Mikel Arteta building a squad and making them so much better to make Arsenal so much better. Okay, environments. Competing against giants at Atletico, you know, they was up against the likes of a Barcelona and Real Madrid. This resilience could help Arsenal challenge for the likes of a Manchester City and likes of a Liverpool, who's now emerging under Arne Slot. This move, bringing Berta in, is only going to help Arsenal and enhance them even further. Collaborations with strong managers like Simeone, working closely with him, it defined philosophy, prepares him to synergize with Arteta's vision, ensuring recruitment aligns with coaching needs. Now, this is a big thing. Edu had his thoughts on what he wanted. Arteta had his thoughts on what he wanted. Some signings were good, some signings were just poor, and we know that. We don't need to get into the names right now. Yes, you're going to say Kai Havertz is one of them. Okay, you win on that one. Okay, number 5 and the final one, balanced squad building. On the defensive side, Arsenal, I think, have it locked, but they do need reinforcements. And where Berta excels, he brought in a Diego Godin in, he brought in Stefan Savic, and that helped Atletico. But moves like this could address Arsenal's vulnerabilities, adding still to Arteta's attacking flair and depth for multiple competitions. Barta's knack for assembling squads with depth for when you go for the La Liga and the Champions League, this would help Arsenal and aid them in the sense of they can go for the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League. So all this is going to help Arsenal moving forward. Now, things to consider, of course, because there's going to be some challenges for Berta. He's never been in the Premier League before, so he's got to adapt to the Premier League. Different pace, the physicality, and financial, let's say, rules may require adjustments through his international experience mitigates this, though. Okay? It really does. But when we're looking forward and what we want from Berta when he comes in is to help Arteta build and finally finish off the squad that he's got. Again, reignite youth players coming through the system, even though Per Mertesacker there for that. But I'm just going to say this in my final conclusion before I wrap up is Arteta, Berta's blend of strategic recruitment, financial savvy and experience in building competitive squads under constraints for, again, when it comes to financial side of things, and when you're going up against a Barcelona and a Real Madrid, he helped Simeone build a good squad. But I would say, provide Arsenal with a sustainability blueprint for success by securing players tailored to Mikel Arteta's system, optimizing transfer revenue, and enhancing squad balance, who could be pivotal in transforming Arsenal into consistent title contenders. And that's what we need at Arsenal. That's what Mikel Arteta needs. That's what you as fans have been calling out for, is to have a strong director of football to come in, or a sporting director to come in and aid and help Mikel Arteta, challenge Mikel Arteta for the right transfers to make the right moves. And the only way to do that is literally what they've done now. Berta's going to come in and he's going to help the situation. He's going to help the situation in attack. He's going to help the situation in midfield. And he's also going to help in the left-back position as well, because Arsenal do need help in that place there. And most notably, centre-backs as well. So him coming in with working with a tight financial budget at Atletico, get my words out today, with Atletico, we're working with Diego Simeone, he was able to build something. And when you look at Atletico now, you look at them as a powerhouse. People look at Simeone and say, man, I wish he was at Arsenal. Remember this, Simeone, when he retired and he went into management, this was his first management gig. He's now the highest paid manager in whole of the game, 30 million euros a year. Massive, more than Pep Guardiola, and yet he hasn't won as much as Pep Guardiola. But my point is this, he was there and he helped Simeone assemble a squad that people say is a good squad. Mikel Arteta is not a bad manager. He makes silly mistakes like all managers do, but he's there. And now with Berta coming in, it's only going to enhance Arsenal even further. He's used to working with tight financial difficulties. Arsenal don't have tight financial difficulties, but they don't have bottomless pit like they do at Manchester City. Yes, Stan Kroenke is worth billions, but hey, someone is worth more at hundreds of billions. You see the difference? You got billions and you got hundreds of billions. Big difference. But now we've got someone who can navigate when we need to sell someone. We can maximize that profit. Those days of Arsenal selling them for next to nothing is gone. But Arsenal maximizing it when they go for transfers is here. It's great news for Arsenal. So everything I've just given you, the 5 talking points there, I hope that helps you. Just got over the 9 minutes as I promised. I'm tying out here for TK24 Sports. Leave your comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And hopefully today I have helped you make your mind up and say, yes, this is the right man. We're now going to go and build a squad for next season and challenge for next season. And we won't be caught short like we have this season. Have a great day. See you later.